so stop bothering us. Ella grabbed him by the arm and dragged him into school. Did she take me for a fool? Just the night before, they had been arguing on the phone, and now they were suddenly dating? I was determined to figure it out after classes. But instead of Billy, Ella was accompanied by another high school student, Leo. The couple went to the basketball court, and I decided to postpone the talk with Billy until the next day, and hid in the bushes. When my sister started to clumsily catch the ball, Leo doubled over with laughter. I almost started laughing myself. Ella was really bad at it. But then she suddenly ran up to the ring, jumped up, and threw the ball in. Hooray! I did it! I win! No, you don't. You touched the ball with both hands, and that's a gross violation of the rules. Just admit that you don't know how to play already. Ella squatted down and burst into tears. After she had calmed down, Leo once again began to explain the rules of the game to her. Ella's sudden interest in sports seemed weird to me, but I decided to leave my sister alone in that particular case. In the end, a new hobby was a good thing, but in the evening, I no longer thought so. Ella came home with a bruise. God, Ella, where is this from? I was accidentally hit by a door. I'm fine. Lying again! Leo must have got angry at his inept student and thrown the ball at her. After all, I had seen how enraged he had been by Ella's innocent mistake. But why was she lying for her second bully already? I racked my brain the whole night and went to school really tired. To my surprise, I saw Tom, a high school student, running somewhere with my sister's bag. I immediately recognized it as the Hello Kitty badges. At the same time, Ella herself was not there. I caught up to the guy. Give it back now! Sure, here. I'm running late anyway. I have to copy the homework before the bell rings. I waited for Ella. She looked around in confusion as if searching for someone. Are you looking for this? How did Tom get your bag? I was chatting with my friends and he just helped me carry heavy textbooks. Is that a problem now too? There are too many high school students around you lately. To be honest, it's annoying. Rudy, I'm sick of your suspicions. You're only a few minutes older than me. Quit playing the role of a caring older brother. Ella snatched the bag out of my hands and walked to school. I was determined to talk to those boys and find out what secrets they had with my sister. I found them in the canteen during a break. Guys, what do you want from Ella? Your sister is nasty. Deal with her yourself. What did you call her? Come here. We have enough problems at school as it is. Back off while we're nice. I didn't have time to say anything. The bell rang and they went to class. I was left with nothing again. It bothered me all day, so when Ella went to the shower in the evening, I opened her laptop again. It turned out I was right to do so. She had a group chat with Billy, Leo, and Tom. They all made appointments with my sister. It became clear to me that those three knew some secret of Ella's and made her do what they wanted her to. I had to stop it. But fighting three big guys by myself would have been madness, so I decided to be cunning. In the morning, I turned to my friend Dan for help, and was right to do so. He came up with a brilliant idea. Dan took off his Apple Watch and took out his phone and iPad. We waited until Billy, Leo, and Tom left their things and went to the canteen, crept up to their backpacks, and quietly put the gadgets in there. As soon as class ended, Dan made a scene. My things are missing. My phone, tablet, and watch. They were in my bag, but now they're gone. I absolutely couldn't have lost them. The principal came running at the scream and gathered everyone in the gym to find a thief. Someone, call me. The notifications will come to all three devices at once. I tried to look worried and dialed Dan. Sounds came from Billy's, Leo's, and Tom's backpacks. They looked at each other, scared. We didn't take anything. Someone had to put them there. I'm calling your parents to school. Now! Billy, Leo, and Tom weren't known for exemplary behavior, so no one believed them at that time either. Their parents convinced the principal to not go to the police, but severely punished the boys. Those three looked so pathetic. I was sure they wouldn't bother my sister anymore. However, the next morning, they bothered me instead. They cornered me at the school gates. Your friend ratted you out. Why the hell did you set us up? You will pay for it. Leo raised his huge fist. I squeezed my eyes shut, but Tom stopped him. Let's talk first. Why did you do that? I plucked up the courage. There was no way back anymore. You should be the ones explaining. You made my sister send photos and go to you for a massage. You mocked her and hit her with a ball. And for some reason, you stole her bag. I don't know what she did, but whatever it was, it doesn't give you the right. Wait, you've got it all wrong. We didn't hurt your sister. It was the other way around. Haven't you noticed that Ella has become a better student lately? A month ago, we stole the answers to all the tests from the principal's office. Your sister saw everything and threatened to turn us into the teachers. We shared the answers with her, but that wasn't enough for her. As a reward for her silence, she deemed that we fulfill any of her wishes. When she found that I was taking massage courses, Ella wanted to get free sessions. She demanded I give her basketball lessons. I just don't get why. Ella is a terrible student. During the last session, the ball ricocheted off the ring and flew straight into her eye. So I have absolutely nothing to do with it. She also made me carry her bag. You can't imagine how much I didn't want to get up every morning and go to your house. But why didn't you just tell me the truth back in the canteen? Well, 3 high school students being bossed around by some girl is nothing to be proud of. I was furious. Why did my sister lie to me all this time and make me look like a complete idiot? I had been so worried for her, thinking that she had been scared to ask for help. I even took a risk to punish her bullies, but she had just started toying, not only with the boys, but also with my trust. I wanted to take revenge on her for being so mean. The boys supported my idea. We spent the whole day coming up with a plan and finally chose the perfect punishment for Ella. The next day, despite all of her promises, she asked Bill for another massage. During a gym class, he brought my sister to the locker room. I was waiting there. However, Ella didn't know about it. I had hidden in a locker and was filming through the slots. Billy, as usual, laid Ella on the couch. Why are you wearing gloves? I have calluses left from the bar. I'm afraid I would scratch you. I almost laughed. Billy sure had a rich imagination. The real reason was much simpler. We had mixed a tincture of red pepper into the massage foam. Billy dumped a hellish mixture on Ella's back and started to rub it in. She squeezed her eyes shut with pleasure, but then suddenly jumped up, screamed, and rushed to the shower. Billy and I ran after her. Ella pushed the others aside, got under the water, and started scratching. Everyone stared at her in surprise, and Billy and I doubled over with laughter. While Ella was trying to get rid of the pepper, I sent the hilarious video to the school's group chat. Likes and approving comments poured in. I went to celebrate the victory with the boys in the canteen, but we couldn't stop laughing even there. All of a sudden, Ella came over, looking weirdly pleased. You think this is funny? No, dears, this is funny. Ella pointed with a smile at the principal, quickly walking towards us. I realized that something bad was about to happen. Aren't you ashamed of yourself? Not only did you sneak into the principal's office, but you also stole documents from it. Just you wait. I'll get you expelled right before graduation. Don't even think about going to prom. All 3 of you are punished, and you, young man, will retake all the tests from the last month. Of course, with new tasks you will definitely not have answers for. But I didn't even have time to. The conversation is over. Ella stuck her tongue out at us as the principal followed us out. The boys grew sad, and I got even angrier. Because of Ella, I would have to retake exams, even though I had passed them myself, without cheating. Guys, you aren't going to just stop now, right? Let's come up with a plan. No, we've had enough. We won't even get to go to prom now. Let's leave her alone. At least now we don't have to fulfill her stupid wishes. But I didn't want to give up. That evening, Mom wanted to clean the whole house, and I decided to set up my sister. I borrowed a couple of cigarettes from Billy and broke into Ella's room and put them inside her desk. Mom would find them and ground her for sure. I opened the drawer and saw an old photo album with a sticker saying, "My best friend." Well, that was curious. Once again, Ella had some secrets. I opened the album and saw photos of me with my sister. We were hugging each other on an ice rink, cold but happy. In another photo, we were eating ice cream after riding a crazy roller coaster at Disneyland. There was also one of me blowing out candles on a cake with Ella helping me. There were touching inscriptions under each picture. Tears welled up in my eyes. I would have never thought my sister kept photos of us together. My resentment towards Ella had disappeared somewhere. I decided to make up with my sister, but she beat me to it. I'm sorry, Rudy. I went too far. I liked it so much that the guys were doing whatever I told them to. I was afraid that you would find out and everything would end, so I hid the truth from you. I won't lie to you anymore. Well, at least I'll try. I laughed and hugged my sister. The next morning, we went to the store and Ella bought gifts for the boys. Before school, we caught the trio and apologized. Ella for blackmailing